never know where I'm from. It's a blessing and a curse. There's an assumption of who I am, where I've been and where I'm going. My mum would tell me stories about her mum telling her stories of being in Jamaica and attending 9-night parties. 9-night is an extended wake that lasts for 9 nights. The family would drink, eat and exchange stories. On the last night, the deceased spirit would depart. This is sort of like that. Like a 9-night, but a Derby version. A Chad version. A Chad night. With my freshly straightened hair burnt to a crisp, trying my best to fit in, I walk hand in hand with my new girlfriend to the social club at the bottom of the street. This is an invitation to a party I didn't want to receive. I'm nervous, I feel uncomfortable, and to put it bluntly, I've met people like this before. I know how it turns out. Haven't often been told, I don't like packies, but you're alright. Will the ambiguity of my appearance cause issue? Well, I'm assuming it will, but you know what assuming does. We're outside the social club. It's an awkwardly shaped bungalow with a carling sign out front. There's a woman outside having a fag. She gives us a friendly smile. I wonder if I'd receive the same greeting if I wasn't with my girlfriend. She's missing more than a handful of teeth. Perhaps she took them out to fit more racism in her mouth. That was mean. She's probably a lovely woman. Probably. I don't want to be here. To step over the threshold into the unknown. I can't breathe. It's kick-off time. Hey up me dog. Laura, your mum's already put your name down on list. And your new fella. Lovely to meet you, darling. You too. Friendly and inviting. What's going on? I closed the door with the no swearing sign on, and we're in. I'm a new face to all the regulars. Hello, my little chicken. Come grab some snap. They've put a good buffet on for her. Scotch eggs, sausage rolls. They've even got bird's cobs. Round these parts, a fresh bird's cob is treated like a fine wine or a delectable bit of fish poo. A cob is just a bread roll or a bun or a barm cake. Or, if you're from Cov, a batch. Or even a bloomer. And if you support the Rams, you know that he's watching. And we got bingo and play cards, right? And the raffle. Do you want a ticket? Yeah, please. Have a squid, please, dog. Paul enters, an imposing man with a hands the size of dustbin lids. He's probably coming to squash my head like a grape. Will it be one of his 5 a day? He greets me by nearly breaking my hand with the firmest of handshakes. Hi, youth. How you doing? I'm good, thanks. Rita wanted a couple £100 sticking behind bar for today. Help yourself to a drink. Oh, are you sure? For your bastard boots, youth. Oi, there'll be no fucking effing and jeffing today. It's Rita's funeral. Time to remember her. I turn to my girlfriend as I have a few questions. This is a funeral. You've brought me to a funeral. She tells me it's not a funeral, it's a wake, and that it's fine. I look around the room. Everyone's in black, and there's a couple of women in flip-flops, which is surprising for a funeral. Sorry, wake. I get to the bar. This isn't the kind of place where they ask for ID. The barman's eyeing me up. He's playing hard to get. Is it my baby face, or too much melanin? Either way, I can feel the adrenaline. He breaks, and with a smile, he asks me, what am I having? I want a Malibu and Coke, but that probably won't make the best impression. All the women are on shorts, Benadryl measurements with a dash of Coke for colour, and the men are on Pedigree or Nuki Brown. I go for Pedigree. £2.10 a pint, can't bloody beat it. It's awful, but I force it down like it's ambrosia. We take a seat with some older ladies. The conversation's in mid-flow. Oh yeah. She didn't have her teeth in and her hair was grey and her stomach was showing over the top of her skirt, but she looked well. Oh, lovely to see she came to see her off. Oh, ain't he handsome? Oh yeah. If I were 20 years younger, you're lying through your tooth. You mean more like 40 years, you bloody dinosaur. Ah, put them talons away, cheeky bucket. They cackle with laughter. I take this as a compliment. I've often heard, I just don't find black men attractive, or Asian men, and so on and so forth. A balding, pot-bellied ham of a man is setting up the PA machine. The women talk about how handsome he is. For some reason, the compliment doesn't mean as much anymore. The raffle is about to begin. You could cut the tension with a knife. What will be won? A crate of Carling, a box of chocks, or Smellies? Smellies are toiletry sets. But with that logic, shouldn't food be called Eaties or Tasties? Last number, 69. The number 69 is greeted with a cheer and a wolf whistle. An older lady staggers up to the front to collect her winnings. A roast chicken, taters and veg, all the trimmings to take home. I'm introduced to a group of lads. I hold my breath as I dread to think what they're going to say to me. I'm not saying I assume everyone is racist. Or am I? In situations like this, it was always in the back of my mind. And me personally, I'm not racist. I know several white people. Here's a few examples, as we don't have time for all of them. 1. We used to play football on the concrete behind Toys R Us. We were playing against some older boys, and they didn't enjoy the fact that the overweight foreign-looking lad was better at football than them. It got tense, so we left. We came back to find they'd left a little present for me. A crudely scratched swastika and the M-word, but it had been misspelt and drawn too close together. Their penmanship was atrocious. My friend asks, "Who's Nigel?" 2. Our hangout became the back of Aldi. I don't know if it was the convenience of being metres away from low-priced German sausage, or the fact that I'd had my first kiss with the only other non-Caucasian girl in our year group, because we were told we should. But suddenly, we all felt like men. This feeling of masculinity quickly vanished when another group of older boys came up to us, and one of them pressed a small blade against my back and told me to go back home to where I came from. 3. All the time I walked home my birthday, and a group of brothers shouted racial abuse at me on my birthday. I wasn't expecting a birthday cake with 13 candles on, I just wanted to make my way home. So you can see why I was slightly reticent to meet them. I'm hoping my love for football will save me. It's usually a common ground. I used to save my dinner money and buy Panini football stickers on the way home from school instead of food. To quote Sex and the City, I just felt like it fed me more. Who do you support? Coventry? Nah. What international team do you support? I see what they mean. Probably not the right time to make a joke and say India or Bangladesh. I feel nervous. I'm starting to sweat. Perhaps this is where it all unravels, or where they unravel me. England? I support England. This is the right answer. In years to come, Terry will call Anton Ferdinand a black see you next Tuesday. This will be okay because he's England captain. This will make me love them a little less, but another international tournament's around the corner, so I'll forget. They begin to mock the team I support, but it's friendly, nothing untoward. They laugh. They're laughing, and it's fine. I think they're laughing with me, not at me, so I'll join in. Went to the game in September, actually. The 1-1 would have won if the ref had given that late penalty. And if my auntie had bollocks, she'd be my uncle. Can't argue with that logic. We get comfortable. They tell me stories of seasons past. These boys dream in black and white. Some old boys chip in. These folks still remember them days. 96, the strike in 84. They talk about the closure, how it felt like a death. I could never understand that. Job's a job, innit? Probably should have got off my arse and picked up a book. These old boys still remember how they were treated and don't want to let the sun shine for a city that's usually red, not blue. Another thing that will change in years to come. Age doesn't have to be an excuse. Talk to your elders. These boys know what they know and they like what they like. And they seem to like me. Listen, youth. Someone were telling me that one of them pits was turned into a sushi factory. I quite like sushi. Sushi factory? Sushi? I know. That's raw fish. Oh, God, no. That sounds awful to me. Rita wants to thank her lucky star she's not here to see this. Sounds like something you get down at London. Bloody yuppies. Can't trust them as far as you can throw them. Lazy bastards. Can't even be asked to cook it. I like my fish cooked. Thank you very much. Give me a decent bit of haddock any day. Nice day down seaside, down Skeggy, a newspaper full of sushi. Seagulls will have a bastard field day. They call the numbers. It's tense. It's silent. You could hear a twiglet drop. 2 fat ladies, 88. Legs 11. Line. The woman goes up to collect her winnings. She's won a bottle of Malibu. I'm obviously very jealous. Looking for some, number 7. I've won. I've won. I scream out. Suddenly, there's a roar of laughter. Everyone's looking at me. Ah, bless him. Listen, Doug. Play line first, then we play full house. We've all made that mistake. Don't worry about it. Oh, I see. Thanks. We've got you, Doug. It's fine. I see the error of my ways, but it's okay. The drinks are flowing and everyone's having a great time. This funeral's better than most parties. This bloke must be at least in his late 60s. He's seen my girlfriend grow up, telling me how lovely she is, and I agree with him. He then tells me, if you hurt her, I'll kill you. It was all going so well. I thought I'd gotten away without a death threat. I'm not really sure how to respond. There's an awkward pause. He laughs. It's bravado. It's banter. He's watched her grow and just wants to look after her. The prizes are won and the games are over. Rita had the day that she wanted. Her life has not just been remembered but celebrated. There's a final centrepiece yet to be added to Rita's last table. An Elvis impersonator appears from behind the curtain with a bang. He's got more hair on his chest than his head, and I'm blinded by his red sparkling jumpsuit. But I'll give it to him. He's certainly going for it. He's gyrating so vigorously I'm concerned he's going to do himself a mischief. As we slow dance the early afternoon away to This Is My Heaven, I don't know if it's the pedigree talking, but I feel good. I feel welcomed. I feel a part of it. It feels like home. This was more than I expected. I've celebrated a woman's life in the way that she wished, in the place and with the people that she loved. It would have been nice to meet her. We are Derby, Super Derby. We are Derby, Super Rams.
Security number